what's going on, you crazy kitty cats? It's Elder here. Before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thanks to Rainbot for having me on her channel. She produces amazing content, and it was a real blast to work with her. If you haven't already subbed to her, I urge you to go check her out. I left her channel link in the description. With that being said, today we're going to be looking into the mystery of who put Bella into the Wych Elm. In 1943, four boys made a truly shocking discovery when hunting for birds' nests in the Hagley woods. They climbed an ancient wych elm tree, and when they looked inside, they didn't find any birds. Rather, they found a human skull that was incredibly disfigured. They were horrified and ran out of the woods and notified the police eventually. When you add this with the fact that one of her hands was seemingly ritualistically deconstructed after a police examination, this turned out to be far more disturbing than anyone had initially thought. When police were notified, they discovered the body just as the young boys had said, and determined the body had been dead for around 18 months, was around 35 years old, and had given birth in the past. The police also found bones of the woman's hand scattered all around the tree. With the unusual and unnormal circumstances of her death, police instantly went to foul play. After extensive searching, the police came up with nothing. After checking dental records, missing person reports, nothing matched up to this case. And with the war going on, police had little resources and time to investigate. That is, until graffiti started appearing all over town, seemingly by the same artist, and everything saying the same thing. Who put Bella down the wych elm? This was the first time the police had heard any name attached to the person that they had found in the wych elm, so they instantly went searching for the person doing the graffiti, because at best he knew something about the case and was trying to hint discreetly. At worst, he was the killer taunting the police. Theories on this range from natural to supernatural, but the cause still remains largely a mystery, let alone the motive. At the time, many speculated occultists of having done the murder, as the ritualistic feel of it, along with the removal of the hand, was typical for black magic executions at the time. But they couldn't find any leads, and that theory eventually went cold. Later, in 1953, after the war was long over, someone named Anna wrote to the newspaper, explaining that Bella had been murdered because she was involved with a Nazi spy ring that was operating locally. But eventually, even after very extensive investigation by local police, this ran cold as well, and very little light has ever been shown back on it. The final prominent theory is suicide, but again, with the position she was in, it would have been very hard, if not impossible, to suffocate herself, so the police quickly ruled that out. The fact that this was obviously supposed to be kept such a secret rings very true for foul play, at least in my eyes. Why would anyone go through the trouble to stuff her in this tree, or her go through the effort to stuff herself in this tree, unless she or they didn't want her to be found? It certainly is strange, just for the small amount of information surrounding it, along with most people saying foul play had to be involved in this case, just because of the position she was in and the cause of death. Cases like this generally have one or two leads that are somewhat concrete, if not even leading to the solving of the case, but for the police to truly have no idea who or even why is incredibly odd. The whole thing is just incredibly strange to me, and feel free to tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. The last video had a little bit of audio problems, so tell me how you think this one turned out. Also, like the video if you like this format, and subscribe if you want more content like this in the future. I also have started up a Discord server, so if you're interested in coming there and hanging out with me, I left a link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on Thursday. Peace.